Dear brothers and sisters of the planet Earth, I am Hilarion. Once again, we come together on this walk of rays on the path of forgiveness. Some of you will find this journey extremely difficult, for you will have much to examine. Others will find it light, easy, for your souls will be purified and you will not even know what it is, since the lesson has already been learned. For those who have something to think about or to examine in their world, I would say that it will not be difficult to understand what needs to be done. Ask each one of us to help, no matter whom. You are inside a closing circle where the beginning and the end are blurred. So the energy inside this circle is not divided. It is the unique energy of the seven rays. You can ask us to help you understand what has to be looked at and changed. If you do not understand, ask. Do not let the ego answer for you. You must have a correct understanding of the point that must be dealt with, otherwise it will come back and keep coming back until you get it right. Do not be ashamed, and do not think you cannot understand what that scene or act has brought for you. Ask us, and we will help you know what to do. Walking and meditating on the seven rays are very powerful. This is the reason for so many rounds. We are almost done with the first one, and you will have some time to get yourselves organized until the second one starts. Yes, we are changing what we had planned a little, because many of you still cannot follow what we say. You understand everything with your mind, and questions always arise. There will come a day when you listen to what we say in your heart. Listen only with your heart. There will be no doubt on this day, because you will know what to do. But because still you interpret everything with your mind, in most cases you start by putting obstacles in the way. Nothing flows, and there are only doubts to be solved. So there is no problem in taking a break between one turn and the next. There will be 7 turns, 7 rounds. This is something we will not change. We will just give you some time so that you can get organized and close this round by the end of next week. You cannot start the second round without having completed the first one. I don't think there's anything you cannot understand about that. So you have until the end of next week to do this whole round. You can do several meditations on the same day, but will have to cope with the return. If you want to keep it daily, you cannot start the next round until you finish the first one, and you will have to go your own way. Try to understand with your heart what I am talking about. People will arrive in the middle of the road, and they will start on the first lap, the first round, and have to make their own way, their own control. They will not follow the path with the others. Each round has to be fully completed before starting the next one. Listen to your heart, and you will have no doubts. By the end of the 7 rounds, you will see many changes in your lives, and long before the end of many of you. Why? Simply because you are releasing yourself from old heavy energies which are no longer suitable. Your walk in your world is much lighter, much more enlightened. So begin to realize what is changing in your lives. Nothing will change for the worse. If you interpret it that way, you haven't learned anything yet. Because what you interpret to be for the worse, the ascension path is telling you, this is not good for you. You need to get out of it. So don't make hasty judgments about whatever happens in your life. Walking the race is a path of liberation. It is a path of evolution, never the other way round. So be careful how you interpret things that show up. Nothing is for the worse. You refuse to perceive these points that you need to improve, so they will continue to appear. Do not give up the journey. It is being and will be very important for all those on the ascension path. And at every round, you will notice the difference. Start looking around, and you will understand what I am saying. This message was channeled by Vania Rodriguez and read for you by Adriana.